On Monday afternoon, Phoenix Mercury star Brittany Griner and Team USA made their 2024 Paris Olympics debut against Japan. The USA women's national basketball team has won 7 straight gold medals at the Olympics, are looking for their 8th consecutive this year. Before the game, a video went viral with over 300,000 views of a Japan fan with a sign featuring Indiana Fever rookie, Caitlin Clark. The sign read, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us." In the video, Griner and Las Vegas Aces star Aya Wilson notice the sign and start pointing at it. You can hear Griner give a simple response after seeing it. "Oh wow," Griner said to Wilson. Clark was famously snubbed off the Team USA women's basketball roster, but they are still heavy favorites to bring home the gold. The former Iowa Hawkeyes star proved to many that she could have been a key piece on Team USA after she helped Team WNBA defeat them in the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game. Griner is playing in her 3rd Olympics. She helped Team USA win gold in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro Olympics and the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Griner will be coming off the bench for the USA this year.
Okay, so that was the thing. You need Caitlin Clark to beat us. Well, obviously that ended up not being true, but it is interesting because this is what the kind of the WNBA and Team USA, they really are one of the same in this regard. This is what they are afraid of for some odd reason, of Caitlin Clark's popularity just being just that, her being just transcendently popular, that fans are just so hyper focused on her. And the WNBA and Team USA, they're just so afraid that her focus takes away from other people. But you know what's weird is, why are they not afraid of that when it's someone that's not Caitlin Clark? Why aren't they afraid of that when they're trying to popularize someone like an Angel Reese or an Asia Wilson or Brittany Griner? Why are they not like that when Simone Biles? When Simone Biles got super popular, or Venus or Serena Williams got super popular, why were they not like, whoa, 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 whoa? There's lots of other tennis players. There's lots of other gymnasts. Let's not just focus on Simone Biles. Let's not just focus on Serena. I'm just curious, like, why is that? When LeBron James was getting wildly popular, why weren't people like, stop it? Stop trying to make LeBron so popular. He's only a rookie. He's not better than Michael Jordan. You're crazy. And it's disgusting for you to even say that. They were just like, yeah, fans are going to be fans. Fans like to root for who they root for. So why is it that with Caitlin Clark, the powers that be want to tell us who we should be rooting for and shove in our faces these other players? Like, that's what I want to get to the bottom of. That's what I want to know. Why is it? Why is it that for any other circumstance, we let fans just be fans? Oh, hey, they love Venus. They love Serena. They love Tiger. They love LeBron. They love Steph. They love Tom Brady. But why is it that when people love Caitlin Clark, it's, well, you shouldn't love her. What about these other players? These other players are better than Caitlin Clark. Therefore, you should love them more. And it's like, wait a second. Do fans only love the best player at that time, in that moment? Because I'm pretty sure right now LeBron James is not necessarily the best player in the NBA. He's just not, even if you're the biggest LeBron fan. In this moment right now. And yet people still love him. They're his favorite player. They still believe that he is the best player. Steph Curry is still as popular as ever. He's not the best player in the NBA right now. And if you say I'm a huge Steph Curry fan, he's my favorite player, he's the best player, people aren't like, that's wrong of you to think that. They might say, oh man, you're just a fanboy or a fangirl, that's fine. But that's just fans talking to fans. But they're not like, you are fundamentally flawed for thinking that Steph Curry and LeBron James are still the best players in the NBA. You are wrong, and you need to look at yourself in the mirror because I can't believe you're even thinking that. What about all the other players out there? What about Jason Tatum? What about Jaylen Brown? What about Anthony Edwards? What about Luka and Jokic? You're disgusting. But if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, and you're an adamant Caitlin Clark fan, it's somehow become insulting. That, to me, is such the crux of this issue. That it's somehow insulting to be a Caitlin Clark fan. And it's just like, honestly, the reality is that when you tell fans that they shouldn't be fans of something, they're just going to be more fans. They're just going to double down. If they just embrace Caitlin Clark in the first place, I bet you that guy doesn't even hold that sign. But he knows what he's doing. Or whoever that person is. I can't tell in that picture if it's, So it's just funny to me. It's funny to me because it's one of those things, it's like a pimple. It's like you have a pimple and you look in the mirror, and if you keep touching it and touching it and touching it and squeezing it and trying to get rid of it, it just gets redder, bigger, and nastier. And if you just let it go and let it be, it goes away by itself. And people might not even notice it. The redness dies down. But they just kept poking and poking and poking. Even something like the ESPYs that should be like, an event to unite people and just celebrate these athletes. You got to have someone like Serena make some sort of racist comment about Caitlin Clark and her fans. So it's just like you keep making things divisive, you're going to get, signs like this. You're going to get the heckling. You're going to get people to constantly talk about Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. Because also, we know that they don't want to talk about Caitlin Clark. So if you want to heckle, say Team USA and Asia Wilson and any of these other players, of course, one of the best things that they could do in the fans is just chant, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Clark. That's what you would do. That's exactly what you would do. It's just, for women's basketball as a whole right now, it feels like Caitlin Clark is just like a train that's coming towards them, and they want to scream at it to stop it, but you can scream all you want, and it's just not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. It reminds me of the scene in Austin Powers where the guy, they're on like some sort of truck or, some sort of like construction vehicle, and the guy's screaming like, no! And he's like so far away, and he could like clearly get out of the way, and he's like, stop! He's like screaming, and he's like, get out of the way, and he like won't move. He's like, no! And then he ends up like rolling over him. That's what that honestly is what it reminds me of. Because it's just like these women so badly want Caitlin Clark to just stop, and they're like, no, no, no. But she's coming. Whether you leave her off the Olympic team or not, her effect, her fandom, her popularity, the love that the fans have for her goes beyond anything any of these women have ever experienced. And the sad truth is, if they just embraced it more, they would start to experience the fans as well. Because a lot of people become fans because of a singular player, because of Michael Jordan, because of LeBron James, because of Steph Curry. And then they become fans of many other players. Once upon a time, I was introduced to the NBA by a singular player. Heard about Michael Jordan, but then it was like, well, who's this Allen Iverson guy? And then I was able to just become a fan of basketball as a whole and become fans of LeBron, Steph, Kobe, Shaq, all the greats, all the teams. I was just a singular team, just one team's fan. Then I was like, well, I really actually like the Celtics and the Warriors and the Lakers. You start to watch all the games, all the players. You start to interact with other fans who are like, you're like, my favorite player is Allen Iverson. They're like, oh man, Kobe Bryant's so much better. And you're like, let me look at Kobe Bryant. And you're like, oh wow, Kobe Bryant actually is really great. Whoa, he's awesome. Actually, Kobe's my favorite player now. When you just let it happen organically, it just happens organically. When you try to force something, you stun its growth. And that's what they're doing. But the good news is they can't stop Caitlin Clark. and I'm all for it. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the continued rejection and the fans knowing it now, right? It's no longer a secret. The fans know it of Caitlin Clark. And what do you think about the response of it all? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.